Good morning. Welcome to Research One. I am Sir Jelby, your virtual research teacher.
Good day once again. Welcome to another learning episode in Research One entitled Scientific Discourse. I am Mark Angelbert B. Delay, the research advisor of Taguig National High School. You can follow me at my YouTube account, Jelby Space PH, or like our page, Research Consortium TNHS. Science plays an important role on universal communication and knowledge. Forms of communication allow everyone to stay connected in receiving and responding to information. The progress in the scientific community is rooted to the ability of communicating science findings. This learning episode is divided into three topics: different scientific text, objectives of scientific text, and writing your own scientific text. Different scientific text. The language and communication plays an important role in scientific community. See to it that a good researcher is always a good writer. Develop him to be a creative writer and must be able to communicate his scientific findings effectively. He must always know the organized and universal form of communication in the scientific community. Research proposal. Research proposal contain extensive literature reviews. They must provide persuasive evidence that a need exists for the proposed study. In addition to providing a rationale, a proposal describes a detailed methodology for conducting the research, consistent with requirements of the professional or academic field, and a statement on anticipated outcomes and or benefits derived from the study's completion. Scientific article. Scientific article provide a method for scientists to communicate with other scientists about the result of their research. A standard format is used for these articles, in which the author presents the research in an orderly, logical manner. This doesn't necessarily reflect the order in which you did or thought about the work. The format is title, authors, introduction, materials and methods, results with tables and figures, discussion, acknowledgement, literature cited. Scientific report. A scientific report is a document that describes the process, progress, and or results of technical or scientific research or the state of a technical or scientific research problem. It might also include recommendations and conclusion of the research. Abstract. An abstract is a self-contained short and powerful statement that describes a larger work. Components vary according to discipline. An abstract of a social science or scientific work may contain the scope, purpose, results, and contents of the work, while it contains keywords found in the larger work. The abstract is an original document rather than an excerpted passage. Laboratory report. A laboratory report provides a formal record of an experiment. The discussion of objectives, procedures, and results should be specific enough that interested readers can replicate the experiment. Let's have a short review. What are the parts of a research proposal? Type your answer, name, and school on the comment section below. Objectives of scientific text. First, providing an explanation. Picture reading a science lesson in your textbook on photosynthesis As you read, the author informs you about how plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make food for themselves. The paragraphs are filled with details, including new vocabulary words and diagrams, further illustrating how the process works. Why did the author write this? What is the author's purpose in a textbook reading like this? The answer is to inform or to provide an explanation. Describing a procedure. Scientists often need to describe the way they carry out science experiments. They may want to publish a new way they have discovered for monitoring protein concentrations in the cell, or a more efficient way to convert fuel to energy in an engine. This type of writing describes a procedure or a series of steps. Scientists can use this so other scientists can repeat their procedures or check their works to make sure that it is valid. Discussing an experiment. Scientists are carrying out experiments all the time, but no lab work can in isolation. It's important that scientists publish their work to share the results with the community. Writing your scientific text. According to Angel Borja on his article 11 Steps to Structuring a Science Paper, editors will take seriously a text may begin with title, abstract, and keywords. Moreover, these are the following steps in writing science paper effectively. Prepare the figures and tables. I know that when you're doing lab works, you have a clean sheet of paper and pen with you. This is for you to write your observations during the conduct of your study or a laboratory activity. Prepare this together with the table or figure prior to your scientific text. Write the methods. Your teacher may or may not provide the methodology on your laboratory work, but keep in mind that these methods should be included on your scientific text. Write up the results. The results should be written clearly on your paper. This will generate an idea to your readers about the findings of your study. Write the discussion. Finalize the results and discussion before writing the introduction. This is because if the discussion is insufficient, how can you objectively demonstrate the scientific significance of your work in the introduction? Write a clear conclusion. Your conclusion should be directly related to the results of your study. It should clearly answer the objectives of your paper. Write a compelling introduction. An introduction should include the problems and existing solutions to your study from macro to micro. Moreover, this should also contain reasons on why do you still need to create a research out of this. Write the abstract. An abstract should be around 250 words, which clearly explains your whole paper. An abstract should not only be a summary of your whole study, but an eye-catching window to your paper. Compose a concise and descriptive title. A 10 to 15 words title is enough. This should express your subject and your variables. Select keywords for indexing. 5 keywords are enough for your paper to be indexed properly based on standards. Write keywords which are directly related to your full study for your readers to locate your study easily. Write the acknowledgements. Acknowledge every person and institution that helped you before, during, and even after your study. Write up the references. Following an APA format, all references should be cited properly. The article text follows the IMRAD format, which responds to the question below. Abstract. Introduction. What did you or the others do? Why did you do it? Methods. How did you do it? Results. What did you find? And discussion. But before you set out to write a paper, there are two important things you should do that will set the groundwork for the entire process. The topic to be studied should be the first issue to be solved. Define your hypothesis and objectives. This will go in the introduction. Review the related literature to the topic and select some papers that can be cited in your paper. This will be listed in the references. Finally, keep in mind that each publisher has its own style, guidelines, and preferences, so always consult the publisher's guide for the authors. Let's have a short review. What is the first step in writing an effective science paper according to Angel Borja? Type your answer, name, and school in the comment section below. Special thanks to all the people who made and released these awesome resources for free. Presentation template by Slides Carnival. Photographs by Unsplash. Interested to learn more about this topic? Here are my references.
That's all for this day. If you have any questions, follow me at the following. Thank you.